Hollywood has always been a place of glitz and glamour, but behind the scenes, many legends fought silent battles. Imagine being black, talented, and a part of the LGBT community in an industry that wasn't always welcoming. These trailblazers didn't just break barriers, they shattered them. They risked everything, challenged stereotypes, and made history. Some were forced to hide their truth, while others fought for their rights in the public eye. But who are they? And how did they change Hollywood forever? You won't believe the struggles they endured and the legacies they left behind. Stay with us until the end, because number one will leave you speechless. Let's begin. 1. Ma Rainey, 1886 to 1939. Long before Hollywood even recognized LGBT rights, Ma Rainey was living her truth out loud. Known as the Mother of the Blues, she sang about love, heartbreak, and same-sex relationships at a time when it was dangerous to do so. Her 1928 song Prove It On Me Blues openly hinted at her attraction to women. They say I do it. Ain't nobody caught me / sure gotta prove it on me. She was bold, fearless, and way ahead of her time. Without Ma Rainey, there might not have been a space for openly queer black artists in music today. 2. Bessie Smith, 1894 to 1937. A protege of Ma Rainey, Bessie Smith took the blues world by storm in the 1920s. Known as the Empress of the Blues, she was one of the highest paid black performers of her time. But behind the fame, Bessie was a bisexual woman navigating a racist and homophobic society. She had affairs with both men and women and refused to conform to expectations. When she died tragically in a car accident, the industry lost one of its boldest voices. But her legacy as a fearless, bisexual black woman in entertainment still lives on. 3. James Baldwin, 1924 to 1987. James Baldwin wasn't just a writer. He was a revolutionary voice for black and LGBT communities. His books, like Giovanni's Room, openly discuss homosexuality at a time when it was considered taboo. Baldwin lived as an openly gay man while fighting against racism and homophobia, and his powerful speeches inspired generations. Hollywood has adapted his works into films, proving that his influence still dominates the industry today. 4. Alvin Ailey, 1931 to 1989. Alvin Ailey was more than just a dancer. He was a cultural icon. As the founder of the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, he used dance to tell stories of black struggle, beauty, and resilience. Ailey was a closeted gay man for much of his life due to the stigma of his time. However, his work broke barriers for LGBT and black performers in the world of dance and theater. Today, his dance company is one of the most respected in the world. 5. Angela Davis, born 1944. Most people know Angela Davis as a civil rights activist. But did you know she's also an openly lesbian icon? A revolutionary leader in the Black Panther Party and an advocate for prison reform, Davis has never shied away from speaking her truth. In a time when being black, female, and queer was considered radical, she stood tall and fought for justice. She remains an inspiration for activists and artists alike. 6. E. Lynn Harris, 1955 to 2009. Lynn Harris first tried to publish books about black gay characters, publishers told him no one would read them, but he proved them all wrong. Self-publishing his first novel, he built a loyal fan base that changed the game for black LGBT representation in literature. His books sold millions of copies, and he became one of the most influential writers of his time. Without Harris, black queer love stories might have remained hidden. 7. RuPaul, born 1960. Can you imagine a world without RuPaul? The legendary drag queen, singer, and TV host didn't just enter Hollywood. He transformed it. From RuPaul's Drag Race to music and fashion, he's made drag mainstream. RuPaul's impact is unmatched, proving that black LGBT performers can thrive in the industry without hiding their identity. 8. Wanda Sykes, born 1964. One of the funniest comedians alive, Wanda Sykes made history when she came out publicly in 2008. Since then, she's used her voice to fight for LGBT rights while keeping audiences laughing. From stand-up specials to starring in hit TV shows, she remains one of the most respected black LGBT figures in Hollywood. 9. Don Lemon, born 1966. In a world where black gay men are often silenced in media, Don Lemon made sure his voice was heard. As a top CNN anchor, he broke barriers by coming out on live television. His bravery inspired countless young journalists to be themselves. 10. Billy Porter, born 1969. Billy Porter isn't just an actor. He's a fashion icon, singer, and activist. Known for his dazzling red carpet looks and powerful performances in Pose, Porter refuses to fit into Hollywood's outdated gender norms. His talent and boldness have made him one of the most influential black LGBT figures of our time. 11. Frank Ocean, born 1987. The music industry changed forever when Frank Ocean opened up about his sexuality in 2012, at a time when being a black queer artist was still taboo. His letter about loving another man was groundbreaking. His album Blonde became an instant classic. And today, he's considered one of the most talented and influential artists of his generation. 12. Lena Waithe, born 1984. Lena Waithe made history as the first black woman to win an Emmy for comedy writing. But she didn't stop there. She's been a force behind the scenes, creating projects that highlight black LGBT experiences, like Queen and Slim and the Chi. 13. Laverne Cox, born 1972. When Laverne Cox starred in Orange is the New Black, she became the first openly transgender person to be nominated for an Emmy. She has since become one of the biggest advocates for trans representation in Hollywood. 14. Janelle Monáe, born 1985. Janelle Monáe is a singer, actress, and activist who refuses to be put in a box. After coming out as pansexual and non-binary, she's continued to push boundaries in music and film. Her influence in Hollywood is undeniable. 15. Miss Major Griffin Gracie, born 1940. A true legend in trans activism, Miss Major has been fighting for black and LGBT rights since the 1960s. Her impact on Hollywood may be less direct, but she's inspired countless artists and activists to live authentically. These 15 icons didn't just succeed in Hollywood. They changed it forever. They fought battles that many never saw, paving the way for today's black LGBT artists to shine. Their courage and talent have left a permanent mark on entertainment. Who inspired you the most from this list? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into Hollywood's hidden history.